It's a beautiful day here in Phoenixville. Hello, and welcome back to the Mayor's Kitchen. I'm Peter Urscheler, and we are always fortunate to feature all of our friends and neighbors here in my kitchen. Today, we're excited to have with us Beth Burckley. Beth Burckley is the Middle Ward Borough Councilwoman, and she's also co-owner of Uncle B's Barbecue on Schuylkill Road. Hey Beth, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, it's good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me today.
Thank you so much for coming over. Beth, all these things look great. What are we gonna make today?
So one of my family favorites was my grandma's favorite when I was a little girl. It was crab cakes, but we're gonna put a little bit of an Uncle B's spin on it today.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So it looks like this is the famous Uncle B's white sauce.
Yes, we're gonna take that and we made our own dressing for it as a binder for the crab cakes today. So you would just, in a blender, take your cilantro, the juice of 1 lime, and a full avocado, just blend it, and it makes this really delicious dressing. You can use it on sandwiches, on salads. We're gonna use it for the crab cakes today.
Excellent. Well, everything smells great. Oh, I wonder who that could be. It must be one of our Phoenixville neighbors. Kristen?
How are you?
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too. Hey, lady. How's it going?
Good to see you.
It looks like we're fortunate to have with us today Kristen Mcgee. Kristen's the executive director of Anne's Heart, which is actually located right over on Church Street here in Phoenixville.
Yes, I heard there was going to be some yummy food, so I had to crash the party.
Well, thanks so much.
Good
Thanks for
thing.
joining
No
us.
problem. And I figure if we're getting our hands dirty, we should be wearing some
yeah.
aprons in the process.
Look at these branded Anne's Heart aprons. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, Kristen, tell us a little bit about Anne's Heart.
Well, Anne's Heart is a local nonprofit, and we are just gearing up for the winter time. We run the Code Blue Overnight Emergency Warming Center, and Beth here is on our board, recently recruited.
Very excited. Lots of good things.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of exciting stuff. We're getting ready for what we hope to be a signature annual event. We're doing the Phoenixville Bed Races. So we're prepping for that and prepping for Code Blue.
Excellent. Well, your signature event and Uncle B's signature sauce sounds like a perfect combination for today.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get cooking.
Oh, yeah, let's get these crab cakes started. So the most important part is gonna be your jumbo lump crab, okay?
Oh, wonderful.
I bought this at the store. It comes in a nice can or container, 16 ounces. You just wanna make sure it's strained, it's rinsed, and then also sometimes, depending upon the company, there's a little bit of cartilage. So you wanna make sure that that's not there. So we're gonna start with the jumbo lump crab. I don't like a lot of filler in mine. My grandmother, when we were little, we always used Mrs. Paul, so I like a really crabby crab cake. The next thing we want to add is a little bit of breadcrumb because you need that to bind it, okay? Peter, would you mind grabbing a bowl so we can crack that egg?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks. So we got our egg here. This is going to be a really important binding agent as well. All right. Then, just for a little flavor, this is our base rub that we use at Uncle B's. So it's salt, pepper, and a little bit of cumin, a little bit of paprika. I added a little bit of rosemary just for a little extra flavor for these.
And Beth, if for some reason somebody couldn't get it from Uncle B's, are there types of base rubs at the store?
Yeah, you can get a base rub at the store, or you could, a lot of people that cook a lot maybe might have their own that they kind of keep stuck. So whatever your favorite seasoning is that you kind of keep next to the stove. And then we have our delicious sauce that we made. This is about a cup, okay? So you have a half cup of your breadcrumbs. You have your base sauce just to flavor, 1 egg, 16 ounces of jumbo lump crab, and then about a cup of this.
Excellent.
I would start with a little bit though, because you can always add more. So make sure they're not gonna be too wet. Get a nice stir in there. Make sure your egg is nice and mixed in.
That looks awesome.
Oh, that looks amazing. I mean, everything just smells great, Beth. And like you said, all these ingredients are pretty, easy to
All
access
pretty
at the
easy.
store.
Yeah, I mean, we would love for you to come in and get some Alabama white, but if you wanted to use mayo, the only thing I would recommend is maybe you saute diced onions and peppers and add that for a little extra flavor.
Excellent. And do you have a special name for this sauce that you blended together?
It's just a avocado cilantro like dressing.
Oh, very nice.
And again, you could use mayo. I would just recommend adding a little more spice. These might need a little bit more.
And like what consistency are you looking for?
You want them to be able to be moldable, not like a really thick cookie batter almost.
Okay.
Okay?
Excellent.
So once it's nice and incorporated, we can go ahead and get a cookie tray or a cooking sheet. And we're just gonna spray that with a little cooking spray.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah, go right ahead. Thanks, Peter.
Okay, how much do I need to spray?
Just enough to coat it. it evenly coats. You could also do this on the stove, so you could fry them in a pan. Obviously, that's not going to be the most healthy option, so we're going the healthy option today. Now we have two, I need your help today, guys. So we have 2 scoopers. We could do big ones, so on top of a salad or in a sandwich, but I love to do little appetizers too. So we have this scooper to do little appetizer ones. So maybe Peter, if you could do 2 on this end of the pan, and Kristen, if you could get a couple on the other end.
Oh, and these are just an ice cream scoop, and that looks like a cookie scoop? Is that what this is? Okay.
So probably things you already, yep, that's perfect, Kristen. So things you'd already have in your kitchen.
Okay, and do we just kind of
Scoop
them in there?
Yep, especially for the appetizer ones, I like them to have a nice little ball. These you might want to press down a little just to make sure that they're going to cook evenly.
Like that?
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
And then we just pop them in the oven at 350. The small ones take about 10-15 minutes. The larger ones are going to take closer to 15 or 20.
Perfect. Well, let's pop these in the oven, and we'll be right back, and I guess we'll be able to taste them.
Yeah.
Ooh, my favorite part.
All right, I think we're ready to pop these out of the oven.
Oh, they smell amazing,
They do.
Beth.
I'm getting really hungry.
Oh, and they look great.
They smell so good. All right, so we have our large ones. We can plate those up.
Nice job.
Now, how do we know, like, what's the test to know that, like, they're kind of done?
So you see how around the side they're like a little bit brown? They're kind of getting a little crispy. They're starting to come up a little bit. That's perfect. As I said, the appetizer ones will probably be done a little bit sooner, but these guys look just about perfect because you did a nice job of pressing those down so they cook evenly.
Great job.
Yeah.
So they were in the oven for at 350.
At 350
Okay.
for about 12 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Every oven's a little bit different. So here we're making a nice sandwich. We have a little bit of lettuce. Jersey girl's got to have her tomatoes. And we have a little bit more of that dressing that we made earlier.
Awesome.
Okay, perfect.
Or maybe you don't want to do the carbs, so you can have it here. Nice salad. Again, a little bit more of that dressing. Okay?
That looks great.
And this is always fun to have for some guests. So we have our appetizer ones here. Kristen, if you'll just pop in some
fancy
toothpicks for me.
Fantastic.
It looks Instagram ready.
Yeah,
It does.
perfect.
camera?
All right.
They look
Okay.
Kristen's stomach ready.
I know, absolutely.
Yeah, so again, really versatile. We can do a sandwich, we can do a salad, or do the appetizers. We can do them in the oven, or if you wanted, we could pan fry them. But again, this is the healthier option.
Well, I mean, it looks like there's really only one thing left, and that's to dig in.
To shove them in my face.
Absolutely. Here's pork for everyone.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Excellent. Well, Beth, Kristen, thank you so much for
thanks for
being
having
here
us.
and being on the
Thank
Mayor's
you.
Kitchen. I guess what we're going to have to do now is just dig in and start eating these. But thank you always for joining us here on the Mayor's Kitchen. It's the place in Phoenixville where neighbors and friends come together with all different talents and to showcase great recipes and lots of other fun surprises. So we'll see you again on the next episode. Bye.